Well, for years now, for over 2 years, the world has been watching as the Syrian government erupted into civil war, where over 100,000 people have died and millions have fled the country. Now, during that civil war, we have seen both pro-Syrian forces and anti-government rebels pointing fingers at one another for the mass deaths. Multiple YouTube videos showing a chemical weapons attack put a dark spin on a very serious, very volatile situation in the country. The chemical weapons attack outside of Damascus over the summer led President Barack Obama to push for intervention in Syria. However, the president later backed away from such threats when President Bashar al-Assad agreed to hand over all chemical stockpiles to the international community. Now, one of the more controversial figures in this civil war is Mother Agnes Mariam de la Cruz, and she is the founder of the James of the Mutilated Monastery in Syria, and she disputes the claims of the Obama administration and that much of the international community has made over the veracity of those chemical weapons attacks videos. Mother Agnes joins me now for an exclusive interview. Thank you so much for coming into the studio. Now, obviously, your background is not in analyzing these videos. So what motivated you to take on this report, and especially of this magnitude?
I wanted to call the attention of the international community for the fate of some children whose parents, survivors of a massacre in the mountains of Latakia in the 4th of August this same year. They recognized them between the victims of the alleged chemical attacks. I tracked those children following the indications of their parents, and tracking them, I had to observe many things in those videos. And I finished to conclude that some videos, those videos that I have been viewing, were staged.
Now, in your report, you accuse the editors of manipulating the videos in which children were seen lying on the ground. You say that the children seemed to be under anesthesia and that the bodies were moved to different locations. Now, what evidence does your report have to support those claims that they were in fact staged by the rebels?
Well, it is not only the videos that were chosen by the intelligence community here in the U.S. to present them to the Congress that are offering all the evidences, but you have other videos that are also circulating in the web that are to make a complement, a supplement of evidences. So what we see on the videos number 1, 6, 11, and 13, among the 13 videos chosen by the intelligence community, are seen in other videos that complement those evidences.
Did you work with any video analysts to come to this conclusion?
Yes, I have some friends among very high-tech reporters, and they allowed me to get inside the metadata of the videos, yes.
Sure. Now, Malula is a city of great importance to Christians. It is one of the last locations, or the last location, where the language of Aramaic is spoken, which is the last language of Jesus. So in the scenes that we are seeing play out in Malula, obviously there's a lot of violence. We've seen and heard of Christians fleeing. Is there any indication of those Christians returning? What is it like to be a Christian in Syria right now?
Well, to be a Christian or to be a civilian in Syria today, it's a real danger because there are, on a daily basis, big violations of human rights. Nobody is safe today in Syria because we have thousands of foreigners that come to Syria to spread chaos and violence. In Malula, we are really lamenting the silence of the international community for this beautiful village among the most old in Syria and in the world. They speak Aramaic, a language that Christ was speaking. Of course, in its today, it's different transformation. And it is a World Heritage village. And there were no reason to put out this population to slaughter people on a religious basis and now to abduct 13 nuns and 3 workers from the most old monastery in the region, the Santa Tecla monastery, whose saint, Santa Tecla, is a disciple of St. Paul.
And you put the blame squarely on the rebels in terms of that?
Of course, they do it. They have done it, and they appear on the video as such, and they are not ashamed to do so.
And what do you think the cure is going forward for Syria? How do you see it becoming peaceful again?
I think that if the international community, and especially those countries who are fueling this violence, just stop to send foreign fighters to finance them, and those foreign fighters are not normal fighters, they are terrorists, they are from Al-Qaeda faction. If they stop to fuel this violence, we will have the opportunities that Syrian people will come one to another, and we'll make a dialogue, negotiation, and a peaceful settlement.
Well, those are certainly some interesting points that you argue there, certainly underreported here in the U.S. media. Mother Agnes Miriam de la Cruz, founder of the Mutilated Monastery in Syria, thank you so much.
Please.